Okay, so here we've got the DASUNG Paperlike colour. This is quite a mild English day. You can see there's some reflection on the screen. That's just because this iPhone camera is boosting everything. In reality, it's fine. So I'm going to switch my MacBook on now. Okay, so my MacBook screen has already come on. It takes a couple of seconds maybe for this screen to turn on. I find that it works best with these monitor settings. Display. So yeah, 1600 by 900 high DPI. So you've got these nice large fonts, etc. Without that, it's quite difficult to see. I have my MacBook screen with a black background and mainly showing the desktop, so it's not distracting next to it. I use a program like this. So Better Snap tool to switch between the two. So if I say click on this window, and then in my case I hit the tilde key, it switches from screen to screen. So say when I see a video, I'll always switch to my MacBook screen, or an image where I want to see it properly, I'll switch to the MacBook. But most images you can actually make out what it is on the Paperlike. Excuse me. Also, it's good to set up things like window controls. So I'll do this on a better example. Yeah, so let me just get up Reddit. So to avoid scrolling and moving windows, do things like set up a hotkey to move to the left of the screen, move to the right of the screen, go full screen, and then generally avoiding using the mouse. So things like use keyboard control to do things like hiding and toggling. And scrolling is actually surprisingly okay on this, so I think that's fine. I'll show you the Paperlike settings as well. So there's this little client that you can download. There it is. Let me just shut this stuff down. So I played with this quite a lot. I think that these are by far the best settings for my use cases. So contrast 5, text mode, fast plus, which is not the fastest setting, but the second from fastest setting. So you're basically coming up with a compromise between speed and ghosting. You can see there's a bit of ghosting on the screen here. I don't really mind it. I think of it as like newspaper print when it's gone over to the other page. I don't really mind that effect. Now for reading text, I think this is brilliant. It's really comfortable. It's just like reading off paper. This is in, I don't have any lights on at all now. I've put a little monitor light over the top of it. So that's it with the monitor light. It's better. Colour e-ink screens love to be well lit. If they're dimly lit, it feels very low contrast. I'll just give you a taste of that. So I'll turn off this light and I'll shut the curtain. Yeah, so although that doesn't actually look too bad through an iPhone screen that's really bright. It's not usable in reality. So I'll open that again. One thing that I would say about this is that it isn't as good as, say, using a dedicated colour e-ink device like a Tab Ultra Colour from Boox. You're not using an optimised e-ink OS, so I don't think it can really be expected to be as good. So for instance, if you're, say, looking at images, let's play Parrot and go to images. Okay, these look like very low res graphics from an 80s computer. Okay, like on my MacBook, these just look like regular, very high res photos and illustrations. What else? Oh, I haven't even tried to watch a video on this. It'll be terrible. But just in case anybody feels the need to try it.
Trade Point, get 25% off kitchens when you spend £4,000 on a kitchen, or 50% off when you...
Alright, you have $1,300 to spend.
I would say that that is not watchable.
2024. Why would you get any other phone? Alright, you have $1,300.
What else? I'll just show another website, BBC. Yeah. So text is fine, and you can make out, if you recognise people, like say, I can recognise a lot of these sports people, etc. I can recognise Trump just from the image, but it's not really that important to me to actually see those images in high quality. One thing that is very good on it is newspapers. So if I go to Press Reader, so I get all these free from my local library. So I want to look at the Guardian. Read now. Okay, so it's not actually readable in this print view, but whenever you see a story that you're interested, you can cycle through them. How do you do? You can cycle through them, and if you see a story that you like, then clicking on the title actually gives you a really nicely formatted view that's very readable. I happily spent a couple of hours just reading on this yesterday. Typing. Don't usually use Pages. New document. You see, you do have some issues here, like see where it says new document and cancel. I can't actually visually see that they're buttons, but I just know that they're buttons. And you could tweak that with contrast, etc. settings, but you'd find that you'd get other problems. Now, typing is really responsive, no issue at all there. You can see the cursor, play about that as well. That's how I've got it on these settings, very responsive. Yeah, I suppose that's it. Yeah, overall, I think it's a really nice monitor. As a quick comparison, here is a Tab Ultra C, and you see there it's got no lighting on it. The image is very dead. I've got quite a good line over the top of it. Now there, I'll move the lamp a bit further away just for the video. You can see how good quality those graphics are compared to using an e-ink monitor on OS X, and it'll be the same on a PC. So it's not going to replace reading things like graphic novels or illustrated books. Turn that back off. And then, so this is how I've got my Mac set up. So you can see it's not distracting at all. That's with the screen on. And whenever I want to flick something over, I just press one key, move it between. And then around the back of the unit, it's got this very strange thing here. It's like kit from Knight Rider. This moving light on the back. It's fine in a study like this, but if it was in your bedroom, I think it'd be quite irritating. As it comes, the cables are quite messy. So here I need a cable for the monitor light because I don't like built-in front lights, so I didn't get one with that option. And it needs a cable for the settings, a USB cable. It needs a HDMI cable. I might be able to replace those two with a USB-C, which would be good. I haven't tried that yet. And on the Mac, I'm using one of the Apple video adapters. So I'm just using one USB-C with the HDMI and the USB going into it. The USB is only for the settings, so it's not really that necessary, but at least when you're first using it the first week or so, I imagine you'll probably use the settings quite a lot to try and optimize it to how you like it. Yeah, that's it.